It's June 28th, 2025, and I wanted to give you, provide you a review of um, DaVinci Resolve Editor Keyboard. It will be non-fancy review, nothing like of that sort. It's really raw. I will not even cut it in DaVinci Resolve. It will be like really in one take video. It will be whatever time it's gonna take, but I'm a rookie. I'm just starting my own channel. I've been doing this for like 1 month or something. I made something like 10 videos myself. My videos were 10 minutes long, usually, or up to 10 minutes long. Actually, it's smaller, like 3 to 5 minutes. And I made those videos and I realized that even producing these 3 videos to me, like 3 minutes videos, it takes some time. Like really, it might take like a couple of hours easily to produce those videos with the virtual visual effects, with all the cuts, like this, silences, kind of all these filler words, mistakes, pronunciation, and stuff like that, some blah, blah, blah things. So it takes a lot of time to cut and make it looking nice. And I just realized that if I can speed this process of cutting the recording and removing all the species and arranging all of them right. So I thought that it will actually help me a lot, even if it just gives me like 50% increase from 3 to 4 hours. I can reduce it to 2 hours and then use this extra time that I save, like this additional 2 hours. I can provide a longer content because that's what I'm looking for to create really longer content on YouTube so the people can even years from now can go to my channel and see stuff that I'm doing. So it's more like a catalog of content. And currently my shorter videos, they're ending up in shorts, which is not really kind of for a long game. They're more like for today. YouTube showed once for people just and then just kind of goes into history. Anyway, I think I don't want to hold you longer. So this is the thing I bought. This is the this is the DaVinci Resolve keyboard that it's called Editor Keyboard. DaVinci Resolve, yeah, it's not even Black Magic. It's called DaVinci Resolve Editor Keyboard. It's really good looking, but do I like it? Yes, absolutely. I like it. It feels really serious. Again, I'm talking like a rookie. Probably you're also like starting out, whatever. Yeah, just kind of thinking, starting video production, your own channel, stuff like that, and then thinking what kind of gear I need to buy. Do I need to buy this like $500, $550? That's, oh my god, this is such an expensive just for a keyboard. With why would I pay $500 for a keyboard that you can buy for $10 in a Walmart, right? So, and I can tell you, it's a really big deal. If you can find this, buy this keyboard for $500. If you ever see it ever anywhere sold for $500, buy it immediately. Really, it's a really great deal, and I will explain why. Um, it's even $550 is a great retail value. I mean, but if you have it even $500, then there's no brainer. Just go and buy. And so the reason why I think, and I'll be showing you like that, no fancy overhead shots, nothing. So the reason why I think this is a great keyboard is because, look, so let's consider what our options here. So what you can do as a kind of, you're just like, oh no, I'm small, I'm not millionaire, I'm not making a lot of money, like it doesn't make sense. Spending all this money for it's just ripoff. Now let's consider what are your options. Your options are having this keyboard like your normal PC keyboard, which is, if you're looking for ergonomics, it's gonna be like, again, in the range of $50, like really good looking keyboard that's kind of pleasure to work with because you're working. You will be editing videos for many hours. As I mentioned, like 3 minutes video is easily 4 hours, easily. Like, yeah, well, it just like that. So you need to get ready that you are working for many hours with your computer, and you need to make sure that you don't feel all this pain and kind of discomfort. You just it doesn't need to be getting in the way of your workflow. What you need to make sure is that really everything feels natural and kind of continuation of your thought, like you want to do something and the keyboard doesn't get in the way, right? So it's going to be really in the range of $100. This kind of, you can hand rest, and the layout is very comfortable. So it will be like $100. So $100 for the keyboard. Then we go with then you would just say, well, now I'm going to getting the momentum and I want to speed up little things with the shortcuts because I don't want to spend 8 hours for 2 minutes video. It's just too much time. I have a lot of things to do. I have a life. I want to do sports. I want to meet with friends. And again, you don't want to be cut, sitting for an entire year in your home doing nothing than just video editing, because obviously your video editing is a means to an end. It's not an end. You want to share your story, right? What your content is about, and you need to improve in that territory as well. So spending so much time just on editing is really a lot. So you want to cut here as much as you can time. So you're just thinking, well, this is the thing I'm doing a lot in the DaVinci Resolve, this and this and this. And this is where you would just go, well, I can buy this Stream Deck thing, right? It's I have a mini version because I didn't have a lot of money back then, and I just bought it like for $50, mini version, just to try it out. But bigger version with 15 buttons, it's about $100, right? So keyboard, let's say, okay, $80, and a Stream Deck, because mini is definitely just six shortcuts is nothing really, because it will be like 5 shortcuts, and there will be like menus. So for example, it will be for cut page shortcuts. This will be like edit page shortcuts. This will be fusion shortcuts. And there will be like 3 buttons. It's just nothing. So you will want really something bigger, something like 15 buttons, and 15 buttons go already like $100 at least. I haven't checked it recently, but I think it's in a range of $100 to $150. So keyboard $80, and the Stream Deck $100. So we're $180 just for this. Then you would look like, oh, I also need a very comfortable mouse, of course, because like you want to go back and forth on your timeline, find a piece that you don't like, that you need to cut it, and you just like, oh, I'm using this kind of mouse, very cheap, like $10 mouse. This is not cheap, by the way. This is very good mouse. It has a lot of buttons. As you can see, I use this. You can map these buttons. I can actually suggest Logitech mouses. They're very good quality. Then you can find your variation. But this set, mouse and keyboard, they were for $120. I bought it for $120, but you can find what suits you well, because there are different kind of buttons. You can kind of scroll here and stuff like that. But still, it's you need to really have a good mouse here. I bought it because I kind of have it in my office, and now I'm using it here at home. And so it's already kind of from the past, so I don't need to invest it anymore. But still, when I was editing, it didn't feel right. And that's what I'm trying to say here. Even if you buy a really, really good mouse, you would just say, well, I will buy it piece by piece. I will not be making this big buck investment right away. So again, 80 for a keyboard, or maybe even bigger, 100. So 100 for a keyboard, 100 for Stream Deck, and mice, it's going to be the same, like about $100. Like, okay, let's put it this way. $80 for a mouse, $80 for the keyboard. So it's going to be $160 plus $100 for Stream Deck. So we're now in $260 range. Okay. Now, the DaVinci Resolve license itself, I think they sell it about $300, $290, something like that. So let's put it like $300. So if you combine all of that, $300 plus this $260 we discussed for all this mouse and keyboard and Stream Deck, it's already $560, right? So and this is your attempt to kind of help you with the workflow because you don't want to spend 8 hours a day. You want to spend 4 hours a day and produce more with less time, right? And you're trying to find the ways to do it, and you're buying this equipment and trying the options, but instead you can buy for $550, which is cheaper, not $560, $500, $550. You buy this with all the things integrated. They're all integrated into one. All these buttons, this is essentially what you can do on your Stream Deck, right? But they already did it for you. They put it on a single piece of equipment. You just put it on your desk and it works. It has this dial, not all these kind of track balls and shit and various buttons. This is what you need as a professional editor, right? This is how they do it. You saw it probably if you ever seen this video production. This is how it looks. And the right buttons for DaVinci Resolve, that's actually what you will be doing. So you don't need to do this work anymore yourself, right? So it's already here. And it was designed by the company that's really in a video production. They have more products for video production. They have cameras, the desk, color desks, and list goes on. Really, if you ever been to video production shop, you see this equipment, which is like crazy. So I bought it in a video production shop myself yesterday. I was thinking to buy a speed editor by DaVinci Resolve, and we'll get to that a little bit later. So, and eventually I bought the keyboard, and now I just realized how great it is. It's a great value. Now, you have all the everything integrated. Blackmagic, they're all specialists in video editing. They have real production, commercial production studios that they're doing movies, music videos, commercials, and stuff like that. And they have their own customers, and customers, they will not be selling thing that doesn't kind of doesn't resonate with the customers. So of course, real shit, real production companies, they look on the keyboard. It makes a lot of sense. The keys, they correspond to their workflow. What that means, because if you're a rookie and you're trying to kind of hack the way into video editing, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna buy for $550. I will buy this. I saw some ad for $40, some Chinese AliExpress, whatever hack tool. It's just the PCB board with some buttons, and it's like, don't buy this speed editor. You buy for $40 this thing. Look, you're gonna buy for $40 just buttons. It's not really a workflow. You need to understand the workflow. What you're looking for is a real workflow compared to the industry. What industry is doing, because you're now in the market essentially for viewers, for show business to some extent, and you really need to make sure that you are as fast in your production as anybody else. And this is how they do it. Everything is arranged for you by professionals who've been doing this full time. There are people who are just doing only that, editing as a full-time job, nothing else. And of course, everything here is designed for top performance. And you're, as a rookie, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna hack my way. But how are you gonna hack your way even if you don't know what you actually need to do, right? So this is not only a mouse, this dial thing. It's not only buttons, which is this what's called Stream Deck, and a keyboard with the shortcuts printed, but it also an opportunity for you to learn the real muscle memory that professionals in the industry have. At least like as a rookie, a guy who is just, or a girl who is just trying to do this thing, this is your opportunity to build that memory and get up to speed in the industry. So to me, for $550, it's just great value. I think I sold it to you. Now, let's go back to Speed Editor. How does this compare to Speed Editor? The Speed Editor is about like $300, $350. And again, there is a $290 license. And so you're essentially buying only for $600 for the device itself, which is great. Like only $600. But the problem I see with the with this kind of purchase. It's cheaper, definitely. It's like $200 cheaper than the keyboard. But here's the problem that comes with this kind of purchase, because when you buy the speed editor, first of all, it's reduced in size, so you will need to keep it to your right next to your keyboard and moving around on your table. It's kind of, you put it here and then put it here, and sometimes you need to really do some stuff on your keyboard, right, in certain screens. And again, when you're working through the day, so you're spending 4 hours of your day working on your video, you of course will need to talk to your friends on your messenger, or you will need to send emails to your colleagues, or you need to Google something like tutorial, or show me how do I do it, do this thing workflow in my DaVinci Resolve. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do that? So you will be doing this, especially as a rookie, a person who just starting out. There are a lot of questions, and you'll be Googling, YouTubing, chat GPTing, all this kind of questions. And that's where it helps a lot, because instead of like going back and forth from the speed editor back to the keyboard, speed editor, keyboard, or whatever you kind of arrange it, from keyboard to the speed editor, keyboard to the, so it's a lot of this kind of movement, and it gets annoying, right? With this keyboard, it's all integrated. That's it. You don't need to, you're working, you switch your window, you type it in, and then you go back. So easy. It's so kind of, it's not the best keyboard for typing, because I don't know if I mentioned it, it feels like a control panel for some nuclear power plant generator. It really feels really serious, right? So it's like really feels like a device, like serious thing. So it feels more like you're typing. So when you press buttons on this keyboard, it more feels like you're doing some controls rather than typing, right? Like expressing your words. So it's this kind of not really best typing experience. I'm not saying it's bad, but definitely it's not like you're not gonna type a book with this keyboard. It would be awkward, but it definitely helps if you're doing the editing and you need to switch to certain tasks, like going to YouTube, going to buying some, going to some forums and asking questions and communicating with your friends how to do that, and that it really helps. You can do typing absolutely normally. It's just, yeah, for this, it's really kind of secondary function for this keyboard, but you still get the kind of idea here. So it's really helpful. So in this respect, for people who are just starting, it's also, again, this is a great time saver. And with the speed editor, you will need to be switching back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Another kind of concern that I feel when you're working with the speed editor is that, look, you either buy $350 for a speed editor or $550 for the keyboard. And here's a concern. Most of the value, as we mentioned, is in a license for DaVinci Resolve, that you can use it for your lifetime. It will be forever. It's not like Adobe Premiere or Adobe After Effects. They charge you like $60 a month, which is what, like $720 a year. So it's like crazy. So with a $300, you get lifetime license for your DaVinci Resolve, and you can use it forever. It's definitely value is here. So you're buying this license, and it's in functionality is comparable, if not better than Adobe. So you have Fusion, you have Firelight, you have the Fusion is like for visual effects, very good. Like really for it's as is if not more powerful than After Effects, and it's very user friendly. You can really start doing your visual effects, not like in Adobe Premiere, you just get lost. And it's all integrated under one application, so it's really very good. I really like it. So, and for $300, it's just great value. But the thing is, so you're buying this $280 for a license, and then you're paying like $70 for the device itself in case of speed editor, or you're paying 200, whatever, 180, 170, yeah, 170 for the, in case of keyboard, right? So, and then the question is, hang on, yeah, 270 in case of keyboard, $270. So, but the thing is, And that's important here. So down the line, once you get working, you will get working with your workflow. You kind of buy it cheap today with the speed editor. It's kind of lower cost. But down the road, if you're getting serious about your video production, like real serious, you will want to kind of level up your game, and you'll just think, well, yeah, I think this keyboard thing is really making a lot of sense. I'm tired to switch back and forth and keyboards and speed editor and then go to big keyboard and so forth. The keyboard will make a lot of sense for me. I want to buy a keyboard, but you will be paying full price of $550. If you want to then switch from speed editor to keyboard, then you will be paying $550 full. So there is no absolutely kind of this leverage. So if you're a solo creator right now, it's making more sense to pay this $200 extra for the keyboard, 270, because then you get like top of the top. This is it. Like there's nothing else you will need. That's exactly what the industry top professionals are using, and you don't need to level up your game later on down the road. It's here. And $200, 270, yes, it's not cheap, but listen, I mean, it's serious industry, and whoever tells you like you can do it with your cell phone and don't believe it. It's bullshit. It's total bullshit. It's you need to invest, really invest, and over the time, the cameras, the microphone, like you see this microphone was like $400, and then you need to have some XLR cables, which is another $50, and this is just basic equipment just for production. This phones, headphones, they were, I think, another $150 just to listen to my voice and understand that the frequencies are correct. So whoever tells you that you can do it with your own, $100 smartphone, it's not true. That no, the real videos that people like to watch, really enjoy to watch, and go back to your channel for the content, it's actually, it's quite an investment. It's definitely quite an investment, and all the soft boxes, the lighting that you want to do. It's not to even to mention the backgrounds. Like this is work in progress. As you can see, I just have some racks, and I need to put some soundproofing and stuff like that. So you will need to invest, and I think buying this keyboard with editing, you will cut a lot on this kind of production, because instead of putting 8 hours, you can actually put just 4 hours on your video production. And again, this $270 in a year time frame, we're talking about something like what, 270 divided by 10 or something. So it's about like $25 a month for the comfort. On top of if you compare it to speed editor, it's only $25 a month, which is like, I mean, I can find in my budget $25 a month to really have top, if I'm serious about video production and serious going out into show business and YouTubing and so forth, $25 a month. It's not really something that so hard to do, really. So it makes a lot of sense then, because you will be set. You will be set. There's nothing. You will not be worrying about anymore. Oh, what do I need to do to grow my channel? Like, do I need to produce more, or do I need to produce more content, and so forth? So it's really kind of gives you peace of mind that you have all, like, you have the equipment that professionals are using, and you are as fast in your video production as other people. So there is something else. If they're producing faster, like they're releasing their videos every day or every other day, that they have a certain people. It has nothing to do that they have certain equipment or something. That it means that they have kind of back office with people who are just really working on editing their content, and probably they have also pipeline, like they're outsourcing it to some guys or their family members, to kids, whoever, but somebody is really working on this kind of keyboards and still they're able to make it in 1 day or 2 days. But you understand that it it's not just this guy who is talking to you on a video, but there's also a team working on the video production, and you can adjust according. So you will not have this doubt that you're doing something wrong, and you're going to the classes, like $100 for this course that will teach you how to grow your channel, $1,000 for this course that will teach you how to grow this channel. It's all about like growing your channel is producing your content. So that's what it is all about. This is how you grow. You put more videos and it grows. It's so easy. So, but if you're not producing, if every video production, like to me, in my case, as I mentioned, like 3 minutes video may take like 4 hours of time. Longer videos, 6 minutes. And as you can see, I like to talk. It's just really crazy amount of time. And if you're stuck and every time you feel like, oh, I need to produce and edit, and just like, oh my God, now I need to edit, and it's another week of my time sitting at home, no friends, no social life, nothing, then it's really kind of kills you. Like you're just, all your desire to work, it's just not, like it's just so overwhelming. So that's why you want to have some keyboard or equipment that really helps you do a lot with less of time, and then enjoy your life at the end of the day as well. So you don't feel like you're just sacrificing so much in your life, like kids and family and social life and so forth. So it's really, in my opinion, definitely worth it, because you will be actually doing something, not just sitting and feeling like, oh, this is so much pain producing this thing, and you will just be producing like one video in a year of quality video. All right, one video a year, or you will be producing like 50 videos a year, but so kind of poor quality that people kind of don't enjoy it at all. So this video with no cuts, because I'm still learning how to use this keyboard. And that's another thing that I wanted to cover. Don't expect it to be like really that you kind of come home, plug this in, and it just like magically you start working it. That's another thing that's is my rookie experience. Maybe somebody from Black Magic sees my video, and this is how I felt. Like DaVinci Resolve, I fell in love. It's amazing. The fusion, the stability, the speed, how I can edit videos in terms of it's not laggy, it's not killing my computer. It's so amazing, and I use Mac, by the way, so it's really good. And I just like thought, wow, now I'm gonna buy the keyboard. It will be as intuitive. No, I just came in, plugged it in. First of all, you need to uninstall your free version and then install the paid version. So you kind of, because paid version is different than the free version. These are not like you're activating your free version and it unlocks some features. No, these are two different products, and you need to kind of uninstall your free and then install your kind of new version. And I didn't know that. So it's not like working out of the box. And the secondly, so you plug in, it's still kind of like, what do I do? Like, how do I connect my workflow with the, like, there is no explanation how, in terms of workflow, like what button I'm pressing and what am I pressing it for? Like, it just doesn't exist. So there is the button cut, and I don't know what to do with this button cut. Like, I went to cut page, I pressed this button, it did nothing. So I was just more like pressing the buttons here and there, and they did something, and some of those buttons didn't do anything. And so there is this kind of learning curve to really understand how to work with DaVinci Resolve. In the past, I was like more like orienting intuitively. Oh, this is media pool. I will just drag and drop, and it worked. And then I put it on a timeline. It worked. Oh, there's this blade thing. I can cut a little bit of this pieces by pieces. Moving it around. Yeah, it works fine. Click render or go to Fusion, add some titles, graphics, some lines, outlines, bomb. And then go to render, boom, put it on YouTube, and you're done. By the way, I will put a description of my videos to description. I will put the link to my channel to this description. So if you want to really see what I'm actually doing. And I think it's really making a lot of sense because you're watching those YouTubers and like, I'm a super duper video editor. I love DaVinci Resolve. This is thing, and I'm doing this. It helps me a lot. But you really don't understand what are they doing. Like, what are you actually producing? Like, can I see like who is the master here? Like, can I see your work so I can understand like what kind of thing you can teach me? So I think this is missing part. So really, I think those people who are teaching other people creating the content, they really need to also show off their work, saying like, this is what I can do, and I can teach you like to do the same, right? Or to do the same faster and more efficient. But if they're just showing you like, oh, I do this, it's just you can't connect it. So I will show in description my videos that I create for my own channel. It's not this one. It's not this channel. This is my personal channel, but I also have professional channel, and this is where I will show my videos, so you can kind of relate to what kind of the things you can do in DaVinci Resolve, and kind of it will be kind of give you idea that it's really, even for rookie, you can achieve really great results with DaVinci Resolve. And it was, those videos were done actually with the free version, and you can understand that it's really kind of, you can do a lot even in the free version. And now I'm leveling up my game. You will see that some of my videos are just 3 to 5 minutes long, and I really want to make some really longer content on YouTube because it works better. Like longer content, it works like over the year. YouTube, or over the years, YouTube will treat this content as an opportunity to present it to kind of viewers, the content, so they can go back. And so longer content really makes, I think in my opinion, makes sense. It's more like a books, some books or movies. You can watch these movies over and over again, right? So it's the same with the longer content on YouTube. So with the shorts videos, and my videos now, some of my videos going into shorts, it's just, it's one time thing, and they don't go back again to your channel. So repeating content, repeating visitors, it's, in my opinion, making more sense and like more efficient. Anyway, it's another it's another story. So right, so my experience starting with this keyboard is really hard. And today in the morning, yesterday I bought this keyboard. Today in the morning, it was like, Jesus Christ, where do I start with this? Like, how, like, what button do I press? And there's no response from DaVinci Resolve, and I'm just rolling this dial, and it's like crazy. Something changes, something doesn't change. It's really, so long story short, if you work with this thing and you expect that you'll be working with this efficiently from day one, forget it. So one investment is $550 or something. It's totally worth it. As I mentioned, in my opinion, it's absolutely for solo creators, especially for rookies. 100%, 100% worth it. 100%. Again, you don't need to think about all your gear anymore forever. You made this investment. This is it. That's it. You can work efficiently. Never think that you're falling behind or something missing. This is it. You made it and you're set. No more mouse, trackball, or this and this, Stream Deck, and it's here. Everything for you here, set, labels, buttons, everything arranged for you. Just learn it. And the learning part is another investment of another. I expect it to it's going to take me a month or something to learn the thing. So yeah, because it's so, there's no YouTube videos how to use this keyboard, unfortunately, or those videos that show you how to use the keyboard. They just like, oh, you can do this, but they're not showing you workflow. Like, from what workflow? Like, they're not showing, like, if you want to create a shorts video, like normally you would do this, and with DaVinci Resolve we would do it this way. So they're not like that. They're just kind of operations, single operations out of the context, and it's really hard to understand what they're doing over there. So it's gonna take some time. So I'm gonna finally study DaVinci Resolve in terms of like, what is the cut page, how the cut page works, what are those media beans, what are the what is the timeline, like how to use the edit page, what the difference between cut page and edit page, and so forth. So once I understand kind of the whole concept of these pages, I hope there will be something like, then I will go to speed editor, because there are more videos on how to use speed editor, and probably this will help me to connect to, I'm sorry about that. Um, and probably it will help me to to move from speed editor the to move from the speed editor to keyboard, because the buttons are pretty much the same. And then hopefully the last part, like what is actually unique to keyboard, I can Google over the time. So that's my learning journey, but you can understand that it's gonna really be many hours, days and weeks before I can really take a full potential. So it's the learning curve is really steep in the beginning, but I'm sure it's gonna be paying off. In my opinion, it's gonna pay off, because again, the feeling of this keyboard, you feel like you're really feeling that you are now being serious about your production, that you're kind of professional. You're not this kind of, you have no idea what you're doing. So to some extent, the keyboard supports you in a way that it shows like, hey, normally some professionals would press this button, like it's already here, and it helps you, right? So once you learn this YouTube videos, how to operate with DaVinci Resolve, you will see, oh, by the way, I remember that there's a button on my keyboard that does this. Okay, I can use it, and then Google it with the manual. By the way, there is also manual, online manual. It's absolutely for free for DaVinci Resolve, but it's about 4,000 pages long, so it's quite a read. So you kind of can get some reference materials from that manual, but to read it from cover to cover, no, it's unrealistic. So that's my learning curve. So guys, I hope that helped you a little bit to kind of navigate about this keyboard financially and kind of what it implies once you get this keyboard. Again, from my perspective, it makes total sense. For $500, you not only get the kind of integrated console to do your video editing. You just right here, everything you need to plug in and put the labels, and kind of wasting your time on this kind of trying to hack it in your rookie way, just pointless. And on top of that, it's just you have all the labels. The layout is exactly how real professionals will do it, and you will feel comfortable that you're actually mastering the game and you're not falling behind of anyone. So it's totally worth it. And again, this equipment in this industry is quite pricey. And once you make this investment, yes, your studio might not look good. Your videos might not look like the camera isn't good. So for example, I'm making this video on my Mac webcam. So I'm still to buy a camera, which is about $2,000, the cheapest one, by the way. So the cheapest camera is about $2,000. So it's quite an investment. But hang on, sorry. By the way, I'm operating already with the keyboard. So yeah. So but again, so you can buy the keyboard. You already start editing and producing the videos. Yes, the camera might be not great. Then you can go with the audios, right? So this is a Shure microphone. I also recommend, because you can hear it. It's great. Or Rode Podcast is a very good microphone as well. This stand, only this stand, it's made by Rode. So I mounted to my Shure microphone on Rode. Only this stand is $100. So in this industry, in video production, things are pricey. So to get like $300 on top of the license that you get for a lifetime and everything, is just great deal. This thing, so microphone is $400. This is $100. So we're talking already $500. Just this little thing, just to talk. This is $100 as well. So what you're looking at is like $600 just for me to hear my voice, how it sounds to you. The microphone that I have right here, it's hot and my fan is running, but you don't hear that sound because microphone is actually doing all the work to isolating the sound. So you can see that there's this, it's kind of waving because there's this air blowing into the on this artificial flower and it's just kind of moving. But so it's strong wind, but microphone does the job that it isolates the only my voice and nothing else, right? So that you don't hear the fan and all this other equipment that's around me. So yeah, and I don't have the soft box yet. I have some lights, and it's still, yeah, this the soft box is about $300. So for you guys who are just starting with kind of video production, it makes a lot of sense. But you can wait for a camera, you can wait for a soft box, but this is like really production of the videos. It's it's really a lot of time, really a lot of time and cuts and stuff like that. So you want to really make sure that you are actually doing the job, really in the game and spending hours, and you need to kind of remove all the obstacles. So I think this is all I wanted to say to you guys. It's quite a long video. I hope you got some value out of it. Again, I wanted to have content here. I wanted to really emphasize what it is actually buying this keyboard. Does it is it a good purchase? Absolutely. Yes, I feel it like a content creator. I feel it's really, it feels good. It doesn't feel like you bought some shitty plasticky thing. It looks really serious and professional. Like you can show to your friends and they will be just like, oh wow, you're getting serious. So it feels really great touching it. It feels great. Its ergonomics is awesome. Like really, I really feel like it's like top ergonomics in terms of like working. You will not have these problems with your hands or wrist rest. It's really feeling good in my opinion. I'm actually was surprised that for such a kind of industrial looking equipment, it's so ergonomically arranged. It's really, I'm surprised to be honest. It's feels serious, like it's metal. It's heavy, so it's not be floating on your desk and because you're just moving things and something falls apart. So it really feels serious. They did a very good quality job. Blackmagic Design, they really did a very good job in terms of um, like it's kind of iPhone feeling, right? So it's kind of wow, it's so nice and serious. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break apart, and yeah, even just for a feeling itself, it's really it's worth it. All right, to just to kind of touch it and it's like yeah, it's serious. But the second part is to really learn to operate, and it's not, but it's definitely not gonna be from a day one, 100%. And that's why I'm actually will be releasing this video raw without any cuts because it's just I don't want to spend, it's going to take me forever just to learn how to do this keyboard. And I really wanted to share with you because there is this kind of the learning curve, how to use this keyboard, the tutorials, the materials, they're not there. There are reviews by professional studios that the keyboard makes sense, but it's not for rookies like ourselves, like solo creators that kind of trying to understand, and it creates this kind of confusion for people that it's so easy to operate this keyboard. No, it's the value is there, the tremendous value is there. Absolutely, it's a great deal for solo creators. Yes, buy it, but to unlock the potential of this keyboard, it's going to take you some time. So you need to get ready for this realistically and to kind of set the expectations right. So I will share the videos that I'm creating right now so you can kind of understand and believe me that I'm really pretty much in the same stage as you are, and kind of we can connect in terms of kind of addressing our problems so you can understand that I'm kind of on the same boat as you are, and it definitely feels like this $500, $550 that I spent yesterday, it definitely feels for me that I'm on the right track. So I hope you like this video and get some value from it. And yeah, time to time I will be as I move on and learn about this keyboard, I will producing some videos, and you can see them on this channel, because the other channel is more for kind of professional. Um, but if I don't, then it means kind of I found my way, and probably it's kind of wasn't as hard as I thought, and you kind of learn it yourself. But as I mentioned, I mapped out my learning curve for you, that I will go study every single page in DaVinci Resolve, like a cut page, edit page, fusion page. Fusion page, I already know a little bit. So, but it will be more like a cut and edit page. And then I will see how that kind of, if I see those, some of the actions that they do on the cut page and edit page, I can see it on my keyboard. And then I will connect it with the speed editor, and then see how it works, and connect, some additional questions already kind of Googling. So if you have any comments, something you want me to answer your questions, or kind of record content related to this keyboard, again, this is my personal channel, where I share with my fellow solo creators how to create the content. So if you have any questions, concerns, if you want me to, again, record similar video of my experience or my progress, just leave the comment in the kind of comments section, and I will quickly record the same video just for you guys. You don't need to subscribe. This is my personal channel. It's just mess. So you can subscribe to my professional channel, but you don't need to subscribe to any channel. You don't need to put the like. This is really for you to navigate in this kind of industry as a solo creator, and kind of really see behind the scenes, like what it really takes. All right. Hope you enjoyed, and good luck.